Hey, babe. I got some spooky stories for you today.
And you think I'm gonna believe those?
I think I can change your mind.
Good luck.
I still love that intro. I mean, this is episode 2 with this intro, but I'm still very proud of it. So that's awesome. Hi, hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Make Me Believe podcast. Join us by the campfire as I tell my wonderful wife, Kaylin, over here. You want to say hi?
No.
No?
I don't want to talk to you.
We'll get into that here shortly. Some scary stories and efforts of making her believe in the paranormal, supernatural, and frankly anything that goes bump in the night.
And you're the obnoxious husband, Adrian. You want to say hi?
Hi, hello.
Who thinks that he can convince me of this, among other things?
Yes.
And he's wrong.
No.
Wrong.
Incorrect, madam.
It's not incorrect.
It is.
It's not, though.
It is.
Negative ghostwriter.
Yes. Positive. How are you doing today?
I'm going to throw something at you again.
This was a loaded question. Okay, so
And for those wondering, I threw a thing of crackers at him. He's fine.
yes. I'm emotionally damaged, but I'm physically on fire. So if so, I have. Oh my goodness.
He's so dramatic.
Oh, I am not so.
You
I'm
are
not
so
dramatic. Anywho, so my wife, Kaylin, you want to say hi?
Hello.
Hello. There you go. It's currently fighting a losing battle because
I'm not gonna lose.
we have brought this argument.
You went to your mom and your sister.
Yep.
Your sister doesn't even like you.
Yep, and
So
she
she's
still
gonna-
sided with me.
She
still
sided with the fact that you didn't need a birthday cake. That's what she sided with.
Yeah,
She actually said I shouldn't have felt bad for eating some of your cake from the day before your birthday. I shouldn't have felt bad at all. So she wouldn't even care if you'd gotten a birthday
We're
cake.
taking this to the listeners. Okay.
Their opinions don't matter here either.
Wow.
Only mine does.
Wow.
I'm the only one.
You are saying this because you already know you're wrong.
No, I'm not wrong.
Okay. All right. So my wonderful wife, Kaylin, who
Hi.
just insulted the listeners.
No. I just said that their opinion didn't matter here. Just mine.
So let me give some context.
You
So
lie. Go ahead and tell your lies.
So
Go ahead.
my birthday was last Sunday,
It was.
July 12th.
Yes.
And Kaylin, usually she bakes a cake. She bakes a cake for everybody.
Yes.
Well, this for my birthday, we were running around busy.
Well, that's not the reason. No.
Okay. Well, we were busy.
But we also had something happen in the kitchen that we couldn't get in there. So I couldn't cook or couldn't bake or anything in the kitchen until it got fixed.
Couldn't go into the kitchen.
Yeah.
So what did you do?
I did nothing.
You did nothing. No, incorrect. You bought me a nothing bundt cake.
No, not for your birthday.
You bought me a nothing bundt cake on my birthday, which qualifies it as a birthday cake.
No, it does not.
Yes, it does.
No, and you know why your opinion doesn't count here?
Why?
Because you don't want to celebrate your birthday ever. So, if I had given you a birthday cake if I'd given it to you on Monday, you still have been like, "Oh, this is my birthday cake," because you don't want to celebrate your birthday. You fought me on the boys getting you a birthday present.
Yeah.
So your opinion here is invalid because to you don't want your birthday celebrated ever.
Wow, not validating my feelings. That's
No,
fine.
I don't validate people's feelings. I don't care.
So we called my mother and asked her what her opinion was on this. If the nothing bundt cake qualified as a birthday cake, and which first time in 33 years she was on my team.
Yeah, but you didn't want to call Luis, who I think would have been on my team. Just saying.
We'll call him right after this.
No, we have to call my mom.
Yes, we have to call your parents first.
Yeah.
And
then my sister.
And then your sister.
Yep.
And then we will call.
Because everybody
Luis
deserves to have a birthday cake for their birthday.
You got me a birthday cake.
But that was not the purpose of that cake.
That was a cake on
but
my
it was
birthday.
not
That
cake. Was a replacement.
A replacement
for the cake
for the previous year's cake.
No, I've always made and done a birthday cake for you.
Yes,
and I didn't do one this year.
You were fine,
and
you got me a cake.
No, shut up. and I made from scratch a devil's food chocolate cake with chocolate whipped icing for the oldest one for his birthday.
Yes.
The little one came to me and he said, Mom. I said, yes, my son. And he goes, Mom, could you please make me an Oreo cake with Oreos in the cake for my birthday? I said, yes. So I made him from scratch because the oldest one don't care. He just asks, can I have a chocolate cake? The little one, he's a little dramatic. So
Wonder where he gets that from.
I know. He said, can he have that? I said, yes. So I made him a from scratch Oreo cake with whipped Oreo frosting.
Mm-hmm.
And
it was delicious.
We had Oreo ice cream, homemade.
Yes.
And then I was going to make a cake for you until the kitchen didn't cooperate.
Mm-hmm.
And then I couldn't go in there until we got it fixed.
Yes. So, you got me a birthday cake.
I did not.
You upset the dog.
Shut up. Her opinion doesn't count either.
Okay, all right.
Loser.
Please,
Loser.
if you're listening to this, please comment. Did she technically get me a birthday cake?
Unless you don't agree, and then shut up.
Wow. We're gonna go ahead and take that part out. Please comment. Okay, so are you ready to get into the stories?
No, I don't want to talk to you anymore. I want to go home.
Yeah, I know. You are home. Hello. This is your house. Let's get into
Is
some
it though?
stories.
Because
Yes.
I feel it's a very hostile environment I'm in right
You're
now.
making it hostile.
You are making it hostile.
Okay, all right. I have a special episode for you today.
No, you do not.
I do.
No, you don't.
I do.
How many stories do you have?
That's a loaded question.
That is not a loaded question. That's a
That's
simple. How many stories do you have
That
today?
is a difficult question.
It's not a difficult question.
Because I'm trying something new.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I'm trying something
We don't
new
like
today.
new things around here.
Yes.
We like old things.
Well, here's my
Clearly,
new
you're
thing.
33.
Yes, I like that. I don't like that, actually. Oh, my goodness. My oldest is driving.
I know. And the little one
Scary.
just turned 10.
Yep, scary. Okay, well, I'm trying something new.
No.
I found an author.
No, you didn't.
Yes.
You don't even know how to read. I'm
You're-
feeling so, aggressive right now.
I see that. Do we need to try again later? But I found a new author.
Okay.
And the story that I read from, amazing.
Okay.
Well, it's a 4-parter.
Holy jumping Jehoshaphat.
So,
Oh, no.
I'm doing all 4 parts today.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to make me have to wait like a week.
Oh, you know what? Let's do that. That's better. No, I'm just kidding. We'll do all 4. So I'm going to break it up. And
That's
we'll
cruel and insensitive thing to do.
We'll talk about things and we'll get back into the story. How's that sound?
Peachy.
Peachy. Love it. Okay.
I love having to wait for the end.
That's how a story goes.
Yeah.
Sweetie.
Yeah.
No? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Are
I
you
don't
ready?
like you.
I know. Are
I'm
you
feeling
ready?
like I should throw something at you right now. Like,
Please don't.
I just feel like somebody needs to slap that smile off your face. And I really feel like it should be me.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. This is a scary house. Are you ready? Stop looking for things to throw.
I was looking for my phone to make sure I had it. Because my mother's supposed to call so we can prove you wrong.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Mhm.
Are you ready?
Bring it on.
There you go. Okay. All right. Well, the title of this story for the remainder of the episode is called I Found a Door in My Apartment That Wasn't There Yesterday.
Get the fuck out.
This story is by Reddit user Linus287.
Linus, like from
Like from Peanuts. Yes.
like my newbie?
Yes. You were holding a Snoopy little
I love your name, dude.
Linus287. I found a door in my apartment that wasn't there yesterday.
You need to move.
Here we go. I have lived in apartment 6B for 4 years. It is not a large place. 1 bedroom, 1 bath, a narrow kitchen, and a living room with a window that looked out over the back alley. I know every crack in the paint, every sound the pipes make at night, every place where the floorboards complain when you step on them. That's why I noticed the door immediately. It was in the hallway between my bedroom and the bathroom, where there have always been a blank wall. A white wooden door. Plain, old, perfectly ordinary. Except it had not been there the night before. At first, I thought I was still dreaming. I stood in the hallway in my t-shirt and sweatpants, holding a mug of coffee I could not remember pouring, staring at the brass doorknob. There was no frame damage, no dust, no smell of fresh paint. It looked like it had just belonged there. I touched the wall around it. Solid. I touched the door. Cold. Not cool like wood in the morning, but cold like something kept underground. I called my landlord. Very funny, he said. I'm not joking. What kind of door? What do you mean, what kind of door? A normal door. Don't open it. I almost laughed, but his voice stopped me. It didn't sound annoyed. It sounded afraid. Mr. Keller? I said slowly. Why would there be a door in my hallway? I'll come over, he said. Do not open it. Do not touch it again. Then he hung up. I stood there for a long time, looking at that door. The apartment was silent. Too silent. Usually I could hear traffic from the street, my neighbor's TV, the old radiator clicking, but in that moment everything had gone quiet, as if the whole building was holding its breath. Then, someone knocked from the other side. 3 slow knocks. I dropped my coffee. It shattered on the floor, hot liquid spreading around my bare feet. The knocks came again. 3 times. Not loud, not desperate, but polite. Like someone waiting to be invited in.
Don't do that.
I backed away into the living room and grabbed the heaviest thing I could find, a cast iron pan from the kitchen. And then I waited. Nothing happened. 5 minutes passed. 10. Then the door stood there, white and still. At 9:17, my landlord arrived. He was usually a cheerful man, round-faced, red cheeks, always smelling faintly of cigarette smoke and peppermint gum. Well, that morning, he looked 20 years older. He pushed past me without saying hello and stopped in the hallway. When he saw the door, all the color left his face. No, he whispered. Do you know what this is? He did not answer. He reached into his coat pocket and pulled out a ring of keys. His hands were shaking so badly that the keys jingled like tiny bells. What are you doing? I asked. Locking it. From this side? He ignored me and tried key after key in the brass lock. None fit. Then the knocking started again. 3 knocks. Mr. Keller froze. A voice came from behind the door. Soft. Female. Martin? The landlord stepped back as if he had been slapped. Martin? The voice repeated. I know you're there. I looked at him. Who is that? His mouth opened, but no words came out. The voice behind the door sighed. It was a sad sound. Almost human. Martin, please, it's so dark. My landlord grabbed my arm, hard enough to hurt. You need to leave, he said. What? Now, pack a bag, stay somewhere else. Are you insane? What's behind that door? He looked at me, and I understood something horrible. He did not know. Not exactly. Before I could ask anything else, the doorknob turned.
Oh, hell no.
Very slowly. Left, right, left again. Mr. Keller whispered something in German I did not understand and pulled me towards the front of the door. That was the voice. That's when the voice changed. It became my mother's.
Oh, no.
Daniel? I stopped moving. My mother died when I was 16. Cancer took her slowly, then all at once. I'd forgotten many things about her over the years, but not her voice. Never her voice. Daniel, she said again from behind the door. Honey, please help me. My landlord tightened his grip. Do not listen. I could not breathe. Mom? The door creaked just a little. A thin black line appeared between the door and the frame. From inside came a smell I remembered instantly. Lavender soap. Hospital sheets. Rain on the day of her funeral. My eyes filled with tears before I could stop them. Daniel, my mother whispered. I waited so long. I pulled away from Mr. Keller. He slapped me.
Good.
Hard.
Good. Slap him again.
The sound cracked through the apartment. I stumbled back, stunned. Listen to me, he hissed. That is not your mother. The door opened another inch. Behind it, there was no room. No closet. No hallway. Only darkness. Not the kind of darkness you see when the lights are off. This was thicker. Deeper. It seemed to move slightly, like black water. And from inside it, my mother began to cry. I hated my landlord in that moment. I hated him because a part of me knew he was right. And I hated him more because another part of me still wanted to open the door. He dragged me out of the apartment.
Good man.
The second we crossed the threshold into the stairwell, all sound came rushing back. Cars outside, someone coughing below us, a dog barking in another unit. Normal life. Behind my apartment door, something slammed. Once. Twice. Then came my mother's voice, muffled now, but screaming. Daniel, don't leave me again.
What?
I spent that night in a hotel. Mr. Keller refused to explain anything. He only told me that apartment 6B had been renovated in 1998 after a fire. 3 people had died before the fire department arrived. One of them was his wife. Her name was Anna. The next morning, he called a priest, then a locksmith, then 2 men I'd never seen before who arrived in a van with no company name on it. They went into my apartment together. Only one of them came back out.
What?
The priest was pale and shaking. The locksmith had blood on his shirt. Mr. Keller would not look at me. What happened? I asked. The locksmith pushed past me and left without his tools. Mr. Keller handed me an envelope. Inside was cash. A lot of it. Move, he said. What about my things? Leave them. Are you serious? He finally looked at me. His eyes were wet. The door is gone, he said. But now there's a window. I did not go back. Not for my clothes, not for my laptop, not for the box of photographs under my bed. I found another apartment across town. I changed my number. I tried to forget the whole thing. And for a while, I almost did. Until tonight. At 2:13 in the morning, I awoke to the sound of knocking. 3 slow knocks. Not from my front door, not from my hallway. From behind my bedroom wall. Then my mother's voice whispered, "Daniel, I found another way in."
Oh, hell no.
It's the end of part 1. Whew, okay. It's the end of part 2. All right,
Part 1.
Part 1, sorry.
Just trying to jump ahead over here.
I am. I apologize.
I'm a little annoyed at the landlord for telling him nothing.
Right?
Like, you don't want this guy to go back into the apartment he's paying to be in, but you're not telling him why.
Yeah.
Like, even if you don't know a lot, tell him what you do know.
I mean, I attribute that to, like, shock.
You weren't shocked enough to give him an envelope full of cash?
That's fair. Well, save yourself. I'm saving you from the horrors that I thought would never happen.
So what's really great?
What?
I don't believe in any of this crap, so I just go back in and get my stuff.
And that's the last time we ever saw her alive.
Sorry, I just had to do that. Because I don't know if I could leave my photos.
Yeah, I know. That's the hard part.
And then I've got such a short fuse, I would have to try to get back into a laptop, get a new one.
Mm-hmm.
Passwords and shit that are saved on the old. No, I think I'd lose my mind.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd definitely be a difficult thing.
And then you left a cast iron skillet in there?
Yeah, that's a big travesty right there.
Yeah. I love my cast iron.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I want to know what it is, though.
Yeah. Well, are you ready for part 2? Maybe we'll find out.
We're not going to find out if there's 4 parts to this, you liar, liar, pants on fire.
I know. Well, maybe they reveal it.
That would be frightening. Because he said that. So there was a fire there.
Uh-huh.
And one of the people that died was the landlord's wife.
Yes.
And I'm guessing that's who was calling to him when he first came in, was his wife.
Yes, that's what I've gathered.
But then also, was there a door there before?
Oh, like back then?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
When, the fire initially happened?
I don't know. That's creepy.
Because the landlord seemed to know something when you're like, yeah, there's a door there.
And then he got freaked out.
Yeah, when he finally was like, oh, this guy's not joking.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, was there one there before? Did something else happen?
Yeah, that's...
And then at first I thought he had a locksmith and a preacher come in, or a pastor, or what are they called? Preacher? Priest. Had a priest come in before, like when the fire initially happened.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you said that, the 2 guys didn't come back out.
Yeah. Scary.
No, thank you.
All right. Okay, are you ready to get into it?
You should have put a line of salt. Like do a little circle.
Oh, yeah. Little something. Little salt.
Yeah.
Little salt circle.
But enough so that the door can open so it doesn't disturb the salt line.
No, you do it. You have the door closed. You do it along the door so the door can't open.
The door is not the supernatural, air quotes, entity.
Yeah, but it can't get through the door if the door is closed.
It can open the door, and the door can move it.
Maybe it could. Maybe it couldn't. It acts as a barrier. Maybe it's a supernatural lockdown.
How about you do both? And that way...
2 layers of salt?
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay.
Semicircle and a line.
Mm-hmm.
Now you think with your noodle. All right. Here we go. Part 2. Hey, are you ready?
Bring it on.
There you go. Daniel, I found another way in. I didn't move. For a few seconds, I laid under my blanket and stared at the dark outline of my bedroom ceiling, trying to convince myself I was still asleep. The room was quiet. Too quiet. No traffic outside. No pipes tickling in the walls. No faint hum from the refrigerator in the kitchen. Even my own breathing sounded wrong. Like it belonged to someone else. Then came the knocking again. 3 slow knocks. From the wall beside my bed. Not inside the wall. Behind it. As if there was another room on the other side. There wasn't. My apartment was on the corner of the building. Behind the wall was open air. 6 floors above the narrow alley between my building and the next one.
Okay.
There should have been nothing there. Daniel, my mother whispered. I squeezed my eyes shut. Her voice was softer now. Closer. Almost embarrassed. I don't want to scare you. A laugh slipped out of me. It didn't sound like mine. You're not my mother, I said. Then very gently, she said, you said that last time too.
What the? What?
I sat up and so fast, my head swam. The wall behind my bed looked normal. Pale, gray paint. A framed print I had bought at a flea market. A small crack running down from the ceiling towards the light switch. Except that crack had not been there before. At first it was thin, no wider than a hair. But as I stared, it lengthened. Slowly and quietly. Like someone was drawing it from the other side with a blade. I threw off the blanket and stumbled out of bed. The room was cold. Not winter cold. Door cold.
Uh-oh.
Underground cold. I grabbed my phone from the nightstand, and the screen lit up. 213. No service. That was impossible. I always had signal in my apartment. I tried calling emergency services anyways, but the call failed before it even rang. Behind me, the wall creaked. Not like settling wood. Like pressure. Like something leaning its full weight against it. Don't make me wait again, my mother said.
What?
The crack widened. A black line opened in the wall, but there was nothing behind it. No plaster, no insulation, no brick. Only darkness. Moving darkness. I backed towards the kitchen door, never taking my eyes off the crack. My heel caught on the rug, and I almost fell. Then the voice behind the wall changed. Not into someone else. Into my mother as I remembered her near the end. Weak, breathless, in pain. Daniel, please, it hurts here. My hand found the bedroom doorknob. I twisted it, but it did not open. I twisted harder.
Uh-oh.
The knob turned. The door stayed shut. From behind the wall came a slow, scraping sound. Wood against wood. A frame forming. That this is the only way I can describe it. The crack bent at a right angle near the ceiling. Another line appeared near the floor. Then a vertical line from the other side. A rectangle.
Building a door.
Not a door this time. A window.
Oh, hell no.
My landlord's words returned to me. The door is gone, but now there's a window. The shape finished itself with a soft click. Then the wall inside the rectangle became glass. I stopped breathing. It was an old window with a white wooden frame, peeling paint, and a little brass latch in the middle. Beyond the glass was not the alley. It was apartment 6B, my old bedroom. The bed was still there. My sheets were still twisted from the morning I left. My clothes were piled on the chair. My laptop sat open on the desk, its screen glowing faintly. Everything was exactly as I had abandoned it, except the room was wet. Water ran down the walls in a slow black trails. The floorboards had swollen. The ceiling sagged like something heavy was pressing down from above, and standing in the middle of the room, facing away from me, was a woman in a hospital gown. Thin shoulders, short hair, bare feet. My mother. I wanted to scream. I wanted to run. Instead, I stepped closer. Only one step. That was enough. The woman turned her head slightly, not all the way, just enough for me to see the corner of her smile reflecting in the glass. "Open it," she whispered. I slammed both hands over my ears. The bedroom door began to burst open. I fell backwards as the light flooded the room. A man stood in the doorway holding a flashlight and a crowbar. Mr. Keller.
What?
He looked worse than before. His beard was unshaven, his coat was buttoned wrong, and the dark circles hung underneath his eyes. One side of his face was bruised yellow and purple. He saw the window and whispered, "God help us." The thing wearing my mother's shape turned fully towards the glass. Mr. Keller crossed the room in 3 strides and grabbed me. "Do not look at her." But I had already seen enough. Her face was almost right. That was the worst part. Not rotten, not monstrous, not obviously wrong. Almost right. Her eyes were my mother's eyes, but deeper. Too deep. Like someone had hollowed them out and filled them with dark water. Her mouth moved behind the glass. I could not hear her words, but I understood them anyway. "I know what you did." Mr. Keller pulled me into the hallway. This time, I did not fight him. The second we left the bedroom, sound returned to the apartment. A car passed outside, a siren wailing somewhere far away. My phone buzzed in my hand as the signal came back. I looked down at the screen. 17 missed calls, all from an unknown number. Then a text appeared. It was from my own number.
What the hell?
"You should have opened it the first time." I dropped the phone. Mr. Keller picked it up, read the message, and closed his eyes. "It marked you,"
Oh, shit.
he said. "What does that mean?" He did not answer. Instead, he walked into my kitchen, opened a drawer, and took out the largest knife he could find. What are you doing?"
Yeah, for real.
I asked. "Buying time." He went back to the bedroom. I followed him, even though every part of me told me not to. The window was still there. The thing behind it was no longer wearing my mother. Now it wore Anna. I knew because Mr. Keller made a sound that did not belong to a living man. She was younger than him, maybe 30. Dark hair, kind face. Burn marks crawled up one side of her cheek. She pressed one hand flat against the glass. "Martin," she said. This time I heard her clearly. The window was closed, but the voice came from everywhere at once. Mr. Keller raised the knife with both hands. "I'm sorry," he whispered. Anna smiled. "You left me." He struck the glass. The blade bounced off. He hit it again, then again, and on the third strike, the knife snapped. Anna did not blink. "You locked the door," she said. Mr. Keller staggered back. I looked at him. "What is she talking about?" He turned toward me, and for the first time since this began, I saw guilt beneath the fear. The room grew colder, Anna's fingers pressed harder against the glass. The tips flattened, then darkened, then began to slide through, not breaking the glass, passing through it.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Keller grabbed the framed picture from my wall and smashed it in the window. The frame shattered, the picture glass broke. The window did not. Anna's fingers were inside the room now. Long, wet, black under the nails. "Run," Mr. Keller said to me. This time he did not drag me. We ran. Down 6 flights of stairs, out into the street, into the cold early morning air. Neither of us stopped until we were 2 blocks away. When I finally turned back, I could see my bedroom window from the street. The real one. It was dark, but the wall beside it, where no window should have been, a pale rectangle glowed, and someone was standing behind it, watching us. Mr. Keller took me to a diner that never seemed to close. We sat in a booth near the back while a waitress refilled our coffee 3 times without asking why neither of us had touched it. For almost an hour, he said nothing. Then I asked the question I should have asked in the beginning. What happened in 1998?
Mm-hmm.
He stared into his cup. The building used to have a storage room between units 6A and 6B, he said. Not on the blueprints. It had been sealed long before I bought the place. Old buildings had spaces like that. Dead walls, forgotten shafts, rooms people closed up and pretended were never there. What was inside? He shook his head. We didn't know at first. At first? He swallowed.
What do you mean at first?
Anna heard knocking. My stomach tightened. 3 knocks. He nodded. She thought it was pipes. Then she heard her father. He had died when she was a child. She told me there was a door in the wall, and I thought she was having a breakdown. His hands tightened around the coffee cup. I told her not to be stupid. Then I went to work. He looked up at me. When I came back, the door was open. The diner around us seemed to fade. What did you see? Nothing clearly. Smoke, darkness. Anna screaming from somewhere that could not have fit inside the apartment. His voice broke. The fire started after that. Or maybe before, I don't know anymore. You said 3 people died. He nodded slowly. Anna, an old man from 6A, and a child from the floor below. What about the 2 men in the van? I asked. Who were they? Mr. Keller looked towards the diner's window. Outside, the street was empty. They deal with things like this. That's an answer. It's the only one I have. What happened to the one who didn't come back? He did not look at me. The window took him. My mouth went dry. How does a window take someone? He finally met my eyes. It showed him his daughter. The waitress came by again. She looked at our full cups, hesitated, then walked away. I leaned closer. What does it want? Mr. Keller laughed once. There's no humor in it. It wants to be open.
No.
Why? Because it can only reach so far from the other side. I thought of Anna's black fingers sliding through glass. It reached pretty far tonight. Well, that means it's getting stronger.
Oh, we don't want that.
Because of me? His silence answered. I pushed away from the table and stood. No, I'm done. I'm leaving the city. He grabbed my wrist. You think distance matters? I looked down at his hand until he let me go. I changed apartments, I said. It found me. It didn't find you. His voice dropped.
What?
You carried it.
How?
I sat back down slowly. What does that mean? Mr. Keller reached into his coat and took out something wrapped in a handkerchief. He unfolded it on the table. A key. Small, old, blackened by fire. The bow was shaped like a circle with 3 notches cut into it. I found this after the fire, he said, in Anna's hands. Why are you showing me this? Because when you left 6B, you took something too. I didn't take anything. Yes, you did. I wanted to argue, then I remembered the box under my bed. The box of photographs that I had abandoned, and something else. Something I had not thought about in years. A small brass key my mother had worn around her neck during the last months in the hospital. She told me it opened a jewelry box she had lost long ago. After she died, I kept it in the photo box. In apartment 6B, I felt sick. Mr. Keller saw my face change. What? He asked. My mother had a key. His face went pale. Did it look like this? I don't know, similar maybe. Where is it? In my old apartment. He whispered something under his breath. What? The key is an invitation. Before I could ask what that meant, the lights on in the diner flickered.
Uh-oh.
Once, twice,
Uh-oh.
then went out.
Uh-oh.
Every conversation stopped. Every machine went quiet. For one perfect second, there was only darkness. Then 3 slow knocks came from the diner's front window.
Oh, hell no.
The waitress screamed. Every person in the diner turned. Outside the glass stood my mother. Not the almost right version from before. My real mother. The way she looked before she got sick. Healthy, warm, smiling sadly in the rain. Except it wasn't raining. Water ran down only on her side of the window. She lifted one hand and knocked again. 3 times. Then she mouthed, "Come home."
No, don't do that.
Mr. Keller grabbed the burned key from the table. "We have to go." But the diner door opened by itself.
Oh, no.
A cold wind moved through the room. Everyone inside suddenly looked down at their cups, their plates, their phones. Nobody screamed anymore. Nobody spoke. It was as if they had forgotten we were there. My mother stepped inside. Water dripped from her clothes onto the tile floor. She looked only at me. "Daniel,"
No.
she said, "you've gotten so tall."
No.
That broke something in me. Because that's what she used to say when I visited her in the hospital. Every time. Even when I had stopped growing. Even when she was too weak to sit up. I felt tears burning behind my eyes. Mr. Keller stood in front of me. "No," he said. My mother looked at him. Her smile disappeared. "You again."
Uh-oh.
The lights flickered back on. For a heartbeat, I saw what stood in front of us. Not my mother.
No.
Not Anna. Not a woman at all. Something tall, folded wrong into human shape. A body made of shadows and wet ash. Faces moved beneath its skin, pressing outwards like people trapped under a thin cloth.
Ew.
My mother's face was one of them.
Yeah, ew.
Anna's too.
Ew.
The locksmith. A child. Many more. Then the lights went out again. When they came back, my mother was smiling. Daniel,
No.
she said softly, ask Martin what he locked behind the door. Mr. Keller's breathing turned ragged. I looked at him. What is she talking about? Don't, he said. Ask him, my mother whispered. The diner's window began to fog from the inside. Letters appeared in the condensation, not written by a finger, but pressed from the other side. Martin opened it first. I stepped away from him. Mr. Keller shook his head. I was young, he said. I didn't know. The letters changed. He fed it. No, he whispered. My mother tilted her head. He gave it names, she said. Names of the dead. Names of the people he missed. That's how it learned to speak. I stared at him. You knew it could imitate people? I didn't understand what it was. You told it about Anna. His eyes filled with tears. I wanted to hear her voice. The thing wearing my mother smiled wider. And now I know so many voices. Every person in the diner spoke at once. Different voices, different tones, men, women, children, old people, young people, all saying my name. Daniel, Daniel, Daniel. Mr. Keller grabbed my arm. Run. The windows exploded inwards. Black water poured through them. People screamed now. Real screamed. The thing that looked like my mother opened its mouth, and inside was not a tongue or teeth, but a hallway lined with white doors.
No.
I ran.
No.
Mr. Keller and I burst through the kitchen, past a cook who stood frozen with a knife in one hand, staring at a dead woman only he could see. We slammed through the back exit into the alley. The door behind us shut. Then knocked 3 times. From the other side. We did not stop running until sunrise. By then, Mr. Keller could barely stand. We ended up beneath an overpass near the river, both of us soaked in sweat, freezing and shaking. And for the first time, I noticed blood on his sleeve. Not fresh. Old. Seeping through the fabric from a wound that had reopened.
Uh-oh.
He sat down on the concrete and pulled his coat tighter around himself. There's no way to slow it down, he said. Slow it down? Not stop it. I don't think it can be stopped. I laughed because if I didn't, I would start screaming. Great. The key in your apartment, he said. Your mother's key. If that thing has it, it can keep using her. If we take it back, that voice may disappear. May? He looked exhausted. That's the best I can give you. I stared at the river. The water was gray in the morning light. You're asking me to go back to 6B. I'm telling you, it will keep coming until you do. I thought of the photo box under my bed, my mother's key, my mother's voice, the thing wearing her like a mask, and I hated myself for what I said next. When do we go? Mr. Keller closed his eyes. Not not during the day. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Because daylight makes people careless. That evening, we returned to my old building. Apartment 6B looked exactly the same from the hallway. Same scratched number plate, same deadbolt, same little crack in the door frame. But the air around it was wrong. Cold leaked from under the door in a thin gray mist. Mr. Keller handed me the burned key. If you hear her, do not answer. I nodded. If you see her, do not look in her face. I nodded again. If I ask you to open anything, he said, it isn't me. I looked at him. What? He did not explain. He unlocked the door. The apartment smelled like damp wood and smoke. Everything was where I had left it. The broken coffee mug was still laid in the hallway. The white door was gone. But on the wall where it had been, there was now a window. Small, square, set too high in the wall. Behind it was darkness. I forced myself not to look. We moved quickly. Bedroom, bed, box. It was still there, pushed against the wall under the frame. My hands shook as I pulled it out. Inside were photographs, birthday parties, school trips, my mother before the hospital, my father before he left, me as a child with cake on my face, and beneath them all was the key. Brass, small, familiar. Its bow was a circle and 3 notches cut into it, just like Mr. Keller's. The moment I touched it, the window in the hallway opened.
Uh-oh.
Not creaked, not slid. Open. Like an eye. Mr. Keller whispered, Daniel. I looked up. He was standing in the bedroom doorway, but his voice had come from behind me, from under the bed. Daniel. Mr. Keller's voice whispered again. Help me. Mr. Keller in the doorway went pale. Run, he said. Something under the bed grabbed my ankles. Its fingers were cold, wet, terribly human.
Run!
I kicked hard and felt something snap. A child began to cry under my bed.
Run!
Not like a monster, like a real child, scared, hurt, and alone. I froze. Mr. Keller lunged forward and pulled me free. The thing under my bed screamed in my mother's voice. The hallway window slammed open wider. Wind filled the apartment, though nothing outside moved. Papers flew from my desk. My old laptop turned on by itself. The screen glowed white. Words typed across it. One key opens. Another line appeared. One key closes. Then a third. One key stays inside. Mr. Keller stared at the screen. No, he said. The bedroom door shut between us. I was alone in the room. With the box. With the key. With something crawling under the bed. Then my mother spoke from the closet. Daniel? She whispered. I'm not asking you to open the door anymore. The closet door clicked. I'm asking you to let me out.
No, we're not doing that.
It's the end of part 2. Oof, okay. I'm going to turn this into a 2-part episode.
Oh, dear heavens.
Yeah.
That's kind of rude.
I know, right? So you won't find out what happens at the end of this until next week.
You know, Mr. Keller's getting on my nerves.
A little bit,
This
right?
dude seems to have some semblance of some idea of what's happening. And he's giving this dude the bare minimum information.
Right?
And then this dude is just asking questions and the other I don't feel it's necessary to share that information.
Rude as hell. And then the creature's being more informative than he is.
Yeah, so at this point, who's Daniel going to trust?
Right?
The only one not lying to him is the bad guy. This is why we don't keep secrets, boys and girls.
Secrets are no fun.
Unless you share with everyone.
That's it. Okay. Yep. We're gonna end this episode here.
That's rude.
I know.
I want to know what happens.
I know.
We better record tomorrow. I'll lose my shit.
Stay tuned. But it will be part 2 of this episode.
That is rude.
Very much so.
I want to know what's happening.
Yeah, I know. Me
it's
too.
interesting that it can. At first, Mr. Keller showed up at his new apartment.
Mr. Kelly did go to his new apartment.
How did he know?
I don't know.
Because at first I thought he was looking through the window and he saw Mr. Keller enter into his old apartment. And I was like, well, no, that would be weird. Because it didn't say it was a window into the apartment, Yeah. Just that he could see it. But I'm like, then how did he know to get there? And then why is it doing Mr. Keller's voice if Mr. Keller's still alive?
You pose good questions here.
I try. Unacceptable.
And what's up with the blood?
Yeah, that is weird too. Well, I figured that he got that from. Well, I guess he would have changed at some point.
Yeah. See?
Yeah, that's weird.
Very much weird.
But it's also weird that the creature is sharing more information than the supposed good guy.
Mm-hmm. Air quotes. Yeah. So I thought this story was a good change of pace for us.
Yeah.
I mean, not that there was anything wrong with what we were doing previously. I just felt like it was.
It's cool to have the 2-part
right
episode here. Well, I mean, that's not cool. Split it up into 2 episodes, but the 4 parts are cool. I'm curious how this ends.
Yeah.
Because I want to know.
I know you do.
You're mean.
I know. It's so rude.
You are.
Yeah.
I'm glad you could acknowledge that.
Okay. Happy for it. So I have no updates.
No updates?
Yeah.
What kind of rinky-dink operation are we running here?
I know.
Rude.
I'm so sad. Nobody's updated.
Rude.
2 wonderful stories last week.
Yeah.
And I wanted to hear more, but it's okay. Everybody's busy.
It's just like the middle of summer, so.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, well, we're gonna get out of here.
Okay.
And
you don't want to talk about the chills and thrills?
Oh, hey, yeah, let's talk about that real quick.
I love talking about the chills and thrills.
Because I'm also supposed to record with Connor tonight.
Yeah, well, Connor could get on the ball. I'm just kidding.
Was that a little pun because he's playing basketball right now?
Yes, because he's playing basketball.
Yes.
Don't actually sit on a basketball. You're not supposed to do that.
Connor is currently playing in a basketball tournament, and his team is undefeated currently.
Rock on. Good job.
Yeah, good job, Connor.
Is there any sports this dude doesn't play?
I don't know. He's very fit.
I swear, it's like if he's not playing volleyball, he's at softball, and now he's basketball.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Football in the fall? What's happening here, sir?
I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about a sports movie next. I don't know. So, but real quick, we'll talk about the other podcast that I am on.
Chills and Thrills?
The Chills and Thrills. That is the one.
And what do you do on that podcast?
We talk about movies.
Ooh. What movies are you talking about right now?
This year, 2026, is year of the franchises. So we are going into franchise movies such as Rocky, Predator, Alien, and currently we are at the tail end of the Terminator franchise.
Ooh, I love the Terminator.
Right?
Buckcrack Man! Anyway.
Yes, so we talk about we just talk about the movies. We talk about cool behind the scene facts, our favorite quotes, what our favorite track was, sound from the soundtrack, and we just kind of
dissect
it a little bit.
All right, I like it.
Yeah.
And where can Connor be found? Well, where can the Chills and Thrills be found? Connor can be found at some sort of sporting event at this point.
Yes. If you look around in that area which he lives in,
we're not going to tell you that.
Yeah, we're not going to tell that.
Plus, we don't know if he wants us to.
Yeah, we're not going to do that, regardless. But if you look around in that area, you could probably find him at some sort of sporting event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I swear that's all he's doing. It's great. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
But where can the podcast be found?
The podcast can be found on all major platforms.
Whoa, including YouTube?
That is correct.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
How
Crazy,
about us?
right?
Where can you find us?
You can find us also on all major platforms,
Including YouTube?
including the YouTube,
Oh my gosh. And both of us are found on Facebook.
Facebook, and Instagram.
Wow. So the Chills and Thrills for Facebook
Mm-hmm.
and the Make Me Believe for Facebook and Instagram.
Yes, that is correct.
I love it. That's fantastic.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Okay, so before we get out of here,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to go ahead and ask you a quick question.
I'm going to go ahead and answer it quickly and
Okay.
not in the way you want.
Do you believe?
No.
No?
Not even a little bit. Maybe next time.
All right, maybe next time. Thank you for tuning in, guys. And we'll see you next week or maybe later today. We'll see how we feel about this episode, about recording.
I'm not going to air it tomorrow.
Maybe.
No.
I'm thinking about it.
No.
That's up to debate.
They have to wait.
They have to wait?
If I have to wait, they have to wait. Because
Okay.
you're making me wait anyway. You know you're not going to tell me what the end of this is going to be today.
Yeah.
I see it in your face. Don't
Yeah.
let him lie to y'all. Nah. He's lying.
All right. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much. Y'all have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.